Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Pretty cool graphic starting off with two circles again. And every time you draw this, it'll probably come up different. But here is a screenshot if you want to take a screenshot of that. Draw an ellipse, doesn't really matter what size, hit P. Control D and make another ellipse, holding down the shift button and have it grow from the inside. Now let's take two 2-point lines and hit P. Control D and make a duplicate and rotate it 90 degrees. Now, right here in this corner, take your 3-point curve line and go from about right there. I'm going to make this one longer, and I'm going to give it a good curve. Then I'm going to go ahead and take away that line. And then from about just a little bit to the right of this, I'm going to go like right to there, kind of like an apex. You know what? I don't like that at all. Let's use a you don't have to hit your calculator. Let's use a 2-point line. Sometimes 2-point line actually helps because we can select it with the nodes, with the shape tool, select both ends and right click, turn it into a curve, or you can go up there and hit curve. Now we could go here and grab our line and we can kind of give it a little bit of a flare. That might be too far away, but we're going to give it a little bit of a flare. And I really want it to kind of look like it's coming off there. So that's actually better. Let's give it a little bit more of a curve here. You just don't want it touching that center line. Now I'm going to use the 2-point line again, and I'm going to go from about the center to that line right there. And I'm going to get my shape tool and select them both. This time I'm going to go up here to convert it to a curve. Then I have these handles. And by doing that, we can make these two curves much different than the 3-point curve line. Now, you kind of think you're done, but you're not. So what you want to do is grab all those 3 lines and Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, Alternate C, and rotate it 270 degrees. I could have gone 90 degrees all the way around, but this is what I want. And what I'm going to do now is take away, this line isn't quite long enough and it's really too high. So if you remember, I grouped them. So I got to select them, go up to Object, Group, and Ungroup. So whenever you cannot grab but I need that line to hit that line. And then kind of go back and look at your curve. Now I want to take my virtual segment delete key and delete that line and that line. That way, when it comes around, it'll take this shape. So we're going to fill in, basically fill in these 2 parts. We're not going to even fill that in. I'm not real excited about my curve, but I'm going to use blue this time. I always try to change colors from in my example. And I'm going to fill that in and nudge it over and fill that in and nudge it over. See how it sweeps around there? Now I can take my Alt key and swipe through here with the pick tool and it should delete everything. Now I'm going to nudge this back. I'm going to take this bottom one. And you know what? I'm going to use, instead of black with my interactive fill tool, I never do it, but I'm going to use white. Just a little bit of white. And then I'm going to grab that one and leave it a little bit of white. It'll look totally different than the black. I think it'll look good. Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, Alternate C to rotate it now 90 degrees. And see how they just match together? Let's see what this looks like with a black box on it. I think it looks pretty good. I think I like the black better because the black kind of goes into the bisque. Now, we have to group this together so it all, well, we did kind of, let's ungroup all. And by doing that, we could take each one of these and get the virtuals. And I could make this green now. Well, the white doesn't really, green and the white just don't really show up. And then I could bring that white a little bit more in, grab that one, make this one red. Yeah, the blue actually makes it look better. Then I can click on that and let's go with this deep purple, and then click on the other side and use that deep purple. I don't like it. Let's try yellow. I never like yellow with that because, well, I don't like yellow because when I do the black, it makes it look dirty. Well, this time it's not going to be dirty because it's white. I don't like it. I like the solid color better. If you look at that right there with the black, it looks pretty good. Let's do that. Let's change this all black, and we can do it real quick. All we have to do is take each, we're still working in the center of the page. Let's make this black. Black just, that's probably why I use it. It just makes it kind of stand out. You see, so now we're opposite. I'm going to put black down here. That looks pretty good. Now go ahead and group it together, Control G, Control D, Alternate C, and rotate it 90 degrees, Control D, Control D. I like the solid color, and I like the extended, the lines are a little, boy, look how it looks now. Totally different than if you put a light blue or a green or a red box around it. Really, the black's going to be the best, but I could use a gray. But if you use the black that we put there is still there, and this would be a very good one to clone, because then you can adjust that while it's on the black. Anyway, I hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.